today I have some of my favorite acrylic brands here that I just wanted to talk to you guys about, and I also wanted to talk to you guys about my experience being a brand ambassador, good and bad. I'm gonna share both with you guys because I never really, like, when I first started doing nails, I wasn't thinking, you know, eventually companies are going to reach out to you and ask to promote. I never even like thought about that at all, and it's definitely a blessing to have somebody recognize your work and want you to help promote their brand. But there's also downsides to it as well that I have experienced, and I am currently a brand ambassador for another brand, and this is the second brand that I've been a brand ambassador for. And honestly, after the first one, I was a little traumatized, so I was a little nervous like this time around coming to a new brand. So I'm pretty much just gonna tell you guys about my experience, and I'm also gonna talk about the different acrylic powders that I have here now. So the first brand I have today is Nail Supply Glamour. I know I'm not, you know, demonstrating for you guys, but this is a 1 ounce jar. I was gonna like show you guys demonstrations on how the acrylic lays, but everybody's monomer is different. I don't know why I put it down. Everybody's monomer is different, but from my experience using my NSI monomer as well as my Mia Secret monomer, this brand is pretty good, and it's cheap. That's the thing. Normally when I buy these, I buy a lot of them, and I like the powder. I think it's really good quality, and I also think it's perfect for beginners. And I have all of the colors. Normally when I'm trying a brand for the first time, I buy pink because I just feel like if it marbles, I'm just gonna assume the rest of your colors marble too. Just from my experience, I always buy pink first. But like I was saying, it is a very good brand, and it's also really cheap. Next, I have Valentino. Everybody knows Valentino. We all know Valentino. But I don't really use them. I'm not gonna even lie. This is probably like the brand I use the least out of all of them. It's not that I'm not too much of a fan, but I remember the last time I had ordered from them, a lot of my acrylic powders did have chunks of pigment in them. And a lot of the jars didn't have the little label. I'm not sure if they was like backed up at the time and was just throwing stuff together, but ever since, like, I just never purchased another one. And I kind of think they're overhyped. Not down in the brand or anything like that, but in my opinion, I just don't use them. You use them, that's fine. Work, that's good. If it works for you, perfect. Next, of course, we have Nailed by John. You guys know I'm always talking about this brand. This acrylic powder, as I was saying, this was I'm gonna say probably the first or second acrylic brand that I actually tried when it came to colored acrylic when I first started. That's why I'm so like attached to like his brand, because I've been using them for the past 2 years consistently at that. And like I said, pink is always the first color I buy of a brand. So when I had first purchased, not this color pink, but when I first purchased a color pink from him, I liked how slow it set. It did set really slow. Just not as like, I do like this, I'm not gonna lie, I do like this one better, but this one is really good quality too. And it probably sets almost as slow. But this one, he does have like different things on his website where it tells you if it's for beginners. He also has them for like if you're, you know, not really a beginner, you kind of know what you're doing. He also has advanced acrylic powder. So I do like on his website that he does do that and has tutorials. I'm sorry, I love my name. Yeah. Next we have Nailhouse. I love them. It's so cute. Wait, how do I? It's so cute. I love them. It's pink, so of course I love them. But I do like their brand, and they're always sold out. So that's one thing. If you are interested in purchasing acrylic powder from Nailhouse, you need to make sure that you on it, that you watching that countdown. Because when I had bought them, I was just clicking everything and checked out. I had did that with acrylics. I wanted to try their brand so bad. I was just clicking stuff. And every time I went back to my cart, something else was sold out. So I just started clicking. And then I checked out and my purchase went through and the money came out of my account, but I didn't get a confirmation email. So I was like, I guess I didn't get it. Cause like my card declined, but the money was off my account. So I'm like, so yeah, I took the money off my account. The card declined for some reason, but I didn't get no email, but the purchase went through. But I guess there was so many people on the website at once that like who knows? But I did get my money back, of course, and I ended up not even receiving the powders. But I'm gonna just put them in order from how I'm liking them so far. So, next I have Glitz and Glam. I don't really use their products often. I do like their shimmery colored acrylic though. That's what I buy for the most part. This is my favorite. This is the only black I use. I love this black colored acrylic because it got a little glitter in it. And if you know me, you know I like glitter. So I do get their powder from Amazon though. Like if I'm looking for a color and I need to just hurry up, get something that's like pretty good quality and that's gonna get to me real quick, I'm gonna go on Amazon and get these. There was a few times where I did experience some marbling with some of their glow powders though. I didn't really experience too much like marbling with some of the other colors that weren't like shimmery. But with the glow powder that I did get from them, it was okay, but you can kind of tell the difference between what powder was glowing and what powder wasn't. At least with the powders that I had got from Amazon. It may be different now, that was a while ago, nor do I continue to use them, but I know I do have them and I definitely tried them. Next, I actually really like this brand. It's called Chisel. I had to make sure that I was watching some reviews before I had purchased it myself because I was actually in the nail supply store when I got this. And like I said, I always buy pink first, and this is actually yeah, this is the first color I bought, and then I went back to the store and bought 4 more. So they actually work really good, but I'm not gonna lie, I do not remember how much I had paid for it. I have no idea how much it was, but they are definitely a brand that you would want to try. And it's a really good size jar. I really wish I would have knew how much I spent on it because like it was really good. Definitely really, really good. Next, this is a brand that I'm currently a brand ambassador for. It is a Hispanic owned brand, and normally when it comes to like different languages, I be trying not to pronounce stuff because I don't want it to sound like, you know what I mean? I don't want it to sound wrong, but I believe you pronounce her name Tavares Neves, and she is a great, oh my god, I'm gonna tell you guys about the whole brand ambassador thing later, but this is the brand that I do promote for, and her brand is definitely on like this side. You guys can't even see what I'm doing. Oh my god. Her brand is definitely like on this side for sure. Like I really do love her brand, and it's also a acrylic that does not set too fast. And I love acrylic that's like that because you can still mess around with it until you're ready. So I still got a little Valentino order over there. And honestly, literally, these are the only brands that I use, and for the most part, this is what I use. And I occasionally use the Valentino. Nah, I don't. I'm lying. I'm not gonna even lie. I don't normally use the Valentino. I used to a lot, but they never really worked for me. I don't know why. Maybe you guys experienced the same thing, but they never had worked for me. At least I really wasn't too much of a fan of them since I had first started using them. But like I said, that's my opinion, not down to anybody's brand, never. Next, I have 2 brands for my glitter acrylic. I know you guys can't see the jars, but I did want to talk to you guys as I was just giving these reviews. So this is from, yeah, Secret Nail Affair. It was one of their Christmas ones though. You guys can't really see it, but it's like a little, it's Christmas themed, and I really didn't use it that often because it was purple, and no one really had got purple Christmas nails or purple winter nails for me for real. So, hey. But this is also a really good brand to get your glitter acrylic powder from, Nail Heaven. I used to only get my glitter acrylic powder from here, but now I do make my own because it's glitter. You can make your own. Or you can try to make your own. Like, I would try to, like, recreate the glitter that they have, but, like, it never really work out. Just try to make something, you know, you gotta get creative and make something different. So, like I said, I have Nail by John, Tavares Neves, Nail Supply Glamour, Nailhouse, Chisel, I believe I said that correctly, Glitz and Glam, Valentino, and my 2 glitter acrylics. I don't know why I'm sending them out, and I'm not even like, you guys see them, like they're so far. Oh my god, not on nervous, not even the point. So I'm gonna leave this one out as I pretty much just talk about like the rest. Whew, the stuff I have to tell you guys. So when you're becoming a brand ambassador, as your page or your channel or your social media period is starting to grow, people are gonna reach out to you and pretty much just want you to promote this stuff for you. And it might be for free products or it may be for money or both. So with the first brand that I was promoting for, the only reason I'm not saying the name is because like I just would prefer not to. Some people already know, but like I said, I'm not the point. And I should have knew not to. Something was telling me, yo, don't take the offer. But when the brand had messaged me asking to be a brand ambassador, I had already used her acrylic powder before, and it was a Black-owned brand. And the first time I had used her acrylic powder, it was back when I was in New York. I had went to New York for a summer, and I was just getting into nails. I was literally just starting, and I was looking for some good acrylic powder. This is when I had tried Valentino and learned that Valentino was not gonna work for me. So I just spent $100 on Valentino products, and now I'm like, okay, maybe I should have just bought one or two. That's why you should buy one or two before you buy the whole collection. So let me tell y'all. So I had went to her shop in New York. It was in Brooklyn, New York. And I was so excited because like it was so new to me that, you know, Black women were doing nails as consistently as they were. Like I really didn't know that. Like the first time I went to a Black nail tech, I was amazed by her. Shout outs to her. So much love for her. Oh my gosh. She like really helped me with like the whole lifting thing. But that's a whole like different story. But like I was saying, like the whole Black nail tech thing was just this amazing thing to me. And I was just so like inspired. So I went in the shop and I'm looking around. It was real pretty. And it was, why the temperature don't matter. It was hot outside that day though. But pretty much, you know, she had demonstrated the powder to me and stuff. And like she had did a swatch. And I was like, oh, okay. And like I said, I always buy pink first. This is why I buy pink first. This situation is why I buy pink. So pretty much I bought, I'm gonna say 2 powders. And when I was there, she was offering like a place for me to work. Like booth rental, I guess. She didn't say it was booth rental, but when I put 2 and 2 together, it was booth rental. Because she was asking if I wanted to work there, and I'm thinking like she's gonna pay me to work there, because I'm thinking you're offering me a job because you like my work. And there was some other girls there too, but she wasn't like offering them like what she was offering me. So I'm assuming, oh, okay, you'll be working at shop, like no booth rental. I mean, that's still working for the shop, but it's I'm paying to work here. It's definitely a difference. So later on that night when I tried the powders, I really didn't like them. I bought a pink glitter one, which of course it was glitter, so it didn't matter. But the pink one I had bought marbled like horribly. Like I'm looking at it like, is acrylic supposed to do this? Like I was lost, and like I said, it was like my first time with a new brand. Not my first time with a new brand, but like I was using the little Mia Secret ones, and for the most part they don't really marble, and if they do, it comes out. And then with the Valentino ones, if it was a little marbling, it came out. But with this pink, for some odd reason, it was just really, really bad. But I was like, you know what? Maybe it's me. I'm going to keep them. Maybe one day I could use them. I don't believe I ever used them. But fast forward, a whole 1.5 years passed, and she had messaged me asking to be a brand ambassador. And I was looking through the page like, this shop looks familiar. And then I guess, you know, she had recognized who I was. Cause the only reason I was saying that was cause I did message her asking her like about the acrylic powder, cause like I said, I didn't know. So I tried to reach out to her after I had bought the pink acrylic just to see like, is it supposed to do this? Do I need the monomer? Like I just want to know what the problem is. Why is it marbling like that? I didn't know if like it was the design. I'm not sure. Not even like the point. So I did accept the offer to be a brand ambassador. The offer was I had to post, I'm gonna say like twice a week, I think. I had to post twice a week, and I got like, she gave me a bunch of free stuff. I'm not gonna even lie, she gave me a lot of stuff. And I appreciated that a lot. So when she had gave me all that stuff, I'm like, yo, I'm about to promote her brand. Like this is my brand. Cause like I really did appreciate that. Like she had to give me like hundreds of dollars worth of stuff, and her acrylic powder was super expensive. Honestly, if I was just scrolling down and seeing her brand, I wouldn't buy it simply because it costs so damn much. Like it costs so, I'm so sorry. It costs so much, but it costs more than Nail by John, and these be $15 each. I just was lost when I was looking on her website, and I was like, yeah, I was gonna purchased one before I had took her request. Like something was like, just buy one, see if you like it before you tell her yes. But I was a little excited, and she ended up sending me all the stuff. It probably came with like some glitter gel polish, some loose glitters. It came with a bunch of glitter acrylic, colored acrylic, and it came with other couple things too. But she never asked me what I liked and didn't like, and I feel like that's definitely one thing you should do. If you're interested in getting brand ambassadors, make sure you ask them what they do and don't like. Because if they're not using any everything, if they're not using everything, you may get upset. Because that's what she did. So I'm gonna say I was promoting on my YouTube channel, on my Facebook, on my Instagram. Like every time I made one post, all those posts got posted on every social media, including my YouTube. And I would let her know, like, hey, like, cause I want, you know, I'm letting you know that we're not gonna break. And I signed a contract. And the contract stated that I couldn't be no one else's brand ambassador, period, while I was working with her. And that contract was broken. We definitely had broke the contract, but I'm gonna get to that. So as I was saying, I was promoting, like, and I was starting to see that like her followers like going up, my subscribers were, you know, really liking the brand and stuff like that. And I was happy, like, you know, I'm not receiving any profit from it, but when I see that your page is growing, I'm happy for you. And then on top of that, you did give me these free products that I wasn't bothered by. A couple of her acrylic powder did have pigment in them that probably wasn't mixed well, and in a couple of like my YouTube videos that are still up, you probably could catch it where I was like taking it out. So I'm like, why is that there? But overall, like the powder itself wasn't bad. I'm not gonna sit here and knock the brand and act like the powder was bad. It was just like with Valentino, that like what I experienced with Valentino, it was just, you know, some pigment in there from time to time, which is very annoying. Like that's so annoying. But not even the point. Maybe I was probably about, because it was a 2-month contract, probably into like the first month, she had commented under one of my pictures, oh hey, like you're hiding all the goodies. And I was like, I think I deleted her comment because I was confused to like what that meant. I didn't know if she meant like, hey girl, you ain't using everything I gave you. Like, cause that's how I read it. Maybe I'm dramatic. I'm not sure. I don't think I'm dramatic because that's literally what she said to me. Like, that's just how I feel. Cause it's like, if I'm promoting for your brand day and night, what you mean I'm hiding the goodies? What you mean I'm hiding the goodies? I feel like that was like a polite way to say, hey, you're not using everything I gave you. And I really was, I'm not gonna even lie, I was a little hurt because I was kind of like, what do you mean? What's the issue? And before that had happened, which I knew something was iffy about the comment, because before that had happened, she had sent me a text message asking me to promote for, this little promotion video she wanted me to post. And she was really pressing me about posting it on my page instead of my story, because I posted it on my story because I know that that's where, I don't want to say a lot of my like attention is, because of course it would be on my actual page, but a lot, like I could at least tell like how many people, you can still tell it on the page too, but at least I would know how many people actually clicked like the link, because I wanted to see how many people was actually going into the website. Like I wanted to see how many people went to her page, because I seen that like we went from having like 2 mutual like followings to like 200, then it was like 1,000, and I'm like, oh, her page is jumping. Like, but like I said, I was happy about that. Like it was cool to like see that I was contributing to another Black business, which I'm doing now. Yeah, I love supporting people with Black, white, Hispanic. It don't matter. Like I just love supporting people's businesses, period. And just to see that like I was, being a help really did like, Jay, like I thought it was cool or whatever. As I was saying, she was pressing me to promote this video on my page. And I just thought it was weird because I was going on like all other brand ambassadors pages, and I'm like, how come like no one else had to post this video? I'm like, whatever. The video didn't even get any likes, like at all. Like it probably got like 10 likes. I'm like, this is why I was gonna post it on my story, because people wasn't just gonna scroll right past it. At least like if you're clicking through the story, you might stop when you scrolling too, but with a story you might actually click on the tag. I mean, with a post, you'll do that too. But at least like I could see that, people are clicking the tag, like, cause that's what I wanted to know. So after she had commented under my picture, like the whole like, oh, you're hiding all the goodies thing, I did, you know, try, because, you know, like I said, we signed a contract and I didn't want to break that contract, and it was my first time being a brand ambassador and I was excited, but I wasn't even like hype about it anymore after she had said that. So pretty much when I was tagging her in posts, you know how like you tag somebody in a post, they reshare it. She used to always do that, and the last few times I had tagged her in something, she didn't respond, she didn't like it, like she just read it, and I'm like, okay, well, it's no point in me like promoting if you're not gonna acknowledge the fact that I'm promoting. Call it petty. But you just reading like my messages, and you used to like, you know, share my work as well, because I did some really pretty sets with the colors that she gave me. She gave me some really nice colors. So maybe after like the third time I had like posted something and she didn't say anything, I was like, okay, I'm guessing like, I don't know. So I just had started to remove like all my tags. I'm sorry, call it petty, I don't care. Every last tag, every last Facebook post, Instagram post, YouTube video, if her tag was there, I had removed it, because I was low-key a little upset about that, because it was like, what's the problem? Like, and we never spoke about it. It was never any conversation. It was never a phone call. It was never anything. Like, literally, that was just that. Literally never spoke to her again. Like, the whole you're hiding the goodies thing was literally the last thing she said to me. So I was slightly upset about it. So when I did start promoting for this brand, I was very cautious. Like, I really just had to know everything she had going on and stuff like that, because I was low-key terrified. Like, because I just felt so used. I'm like, did she use me? Like, you use me, throw me away? Like, I don't know. Like, I just never really knew. Like, and I'm okay with not knowing, because it's just like, whatever. Like, I learned my lesson. Like, you really do have to, you know, be careful. And there was honestly no way of me to, like, know that. Like, something kept telling, listen to yourself. Because something kept telling me, like, don't do it. You didn't even like the stuff the first time. But something was like, what? Try it. She might have upgraded, and she did. So I was willing to try, you know, the stuff. And one thing about me, when it comes to posting, I'm not very, like, consistent on Instagram, like, as I want to be. I'm not very consistent. So with me posting twice a week, I was making sure, like, even if I didn't do nails, I was using a practice hand. Because, like, it's not even that I won't like the nails that I do. But, you know, sometimes you take a video and you don't like it, or, like, the video don't come out right, or they left before you could get like a new nice video. Anything could have happened. So I was just going out of my way to promote like she asked me to. Like, girl, I was supporting your business. But that's cool. Not even mad. But with the new brand that I am promoting for, I think I didn't post for a month. Like, I literally didn't promote for like 3-4 weeks. I had sent her a message by like the 3rd week, because I'm like, okay, this is kind of unprofessional. Like, you should let her know that you are going through something, because I was going through it. Like, I was just out of it. Like, I really wasn't posting that much. I was working, but I really wasn't posting. I really just wasn't in like the mental like area at the time to do that. I'm not gonna even, I love my nails. I really didn't. I was out of it. I had sent her a message like, hey, I wanted to apologize for the fact that I'm inactive. Like, I sent her this whole paragraph, but I sent it to the actual acrylic page. I didn't send it to her personal page. So I'm gonna say maybe about like a week later, like, she didn't read it yet. So I'm like, okay, well, either like she already kicked me out, or like she didn't see it yet. But then she texted me saying like, I delivered your package, or like I had sent out your package, and I was like, hey, I had sent a message to your other Instagram. She goes and she reads it, and she's like, girl, what? You're fine. Take a break, please. Like, I'm sitting there like, oh my God. Like, it was just such a reliever, because I was literally like, yo, this lady about to be so mad. We had an agreement. She's sending me products, and it's been a month since I've promoted. But she was just like, it is fine. It is okay. Like, take your time. Like, then she was like, girl, people be using your code and stuff like that. It don't bother me. Like, I appreciate the fact that you're promoting. Like, it was just such a reliever. Like, it really was, because it was kind of like, whew, okay, I didn't make it a habit. Of course, I still promote for her, of course, but like, I really didn't want to make it a habit of not promoting for her brand. Like, and I was trying to get back into like, you know, like I was trying to get back into everything, but it was just taking a little longer than expected. So I was really happy that she reacted the way that she did, and I truly do appreciate her response. I kind of had a feeling that she wasn't ignoring me anyway. Like there was nothing telling me that something about to happen again. Like I'm sitting there like, I hope this lady don't go off on me. Like I didn't know what was gonna happen, simply because like the first experience kind of just like, I really didn't like that. Like, and I'm such a nice person, so I really don't be understanding like what was the need for that. And there's definitely been times where I've been in like other nail techs close friends or just watching other nail tech stories where they'll talk about a brand not paying them or a brand doing this, a brand being sneaky. Like I just don't understand the reason why. Like you'll get so much further like not being a buyer. So it's just, you do have to really be cautious with the brands that you are promoting for. You do want to look into these contracts that they do have, because everybody's contract is different. For the first brand I was promoting for, it was for 2 months. I wasn't allowed to promote for nobody brand, and also I had to post twice a week. I don't remember what else was on the contract, but like I was just so excited. Like it was my first time doing something like that. Like I'm like, wow, like a company really reached out to me, even though I had already had experience with the company before. So I just felt like, you know, that was a little, a little messed up or whatever. I'm over it. Like, you know, it's no bad blood towards the brand at all, but it's just like you really do have to be cautious, because I definitely had felt really used. Like I was real upset about it. I'm not gonna be lying. Like I really was upset about that. That's why, like, when I'm saying like when I've reached out to the brand I'm promoting now, to Valentino and John, it really was like a stress reliever, because I'm like, oh my god. Like maybe I'm a little dramatic, but it's just like, yo, like, cause why would you do that? And I really just wanted to share this story with you guys, because a lot of my subscribers are beginners, and I just don't want anybody to go through that. Nobody should have to feel like they're being used, especially not doing something that you love. Cause I love nails, and it's like I was putting my love into like all my promotions. Even now when I promote, I still do the same thing, but I'm just a little more cautious with brands now, and I do like one brand at a time, and I plan on sticking with her brand for a while. It's just like, these are things that like I didn't find on YouTube. Like I never thought like, oh well, you know, be cautious about being a brand ambassador. I never like considered that. It really wasn't a thought. But when the opportunity is given to you, you have to, you know, keep these things in mind for sure. So I really did want to just share my experience with you guys, and of course, like I said, these are some of my favorite brands that I do use. But yeah, I just really want you guys to be careful, because like, yo, that's mad wrong. Like, I keep saying that, but that shit is really wrong. Like that's so wrong. Also, I am going to give you guys a room tour. I was going to do this YouTube video on my table and stuff, but I didn't even show y'all what my room looked like yet. We still in my bedroom. So I'm definitely going to have some more YouTube videos going over that. But like I said, I'm going to leave everything in this video down below. And I'm also going to let you guys know my code for the brand that I now promote. I have so many stories to tell you guys. Like, I've only been doing nails for 2 years, and I just feel like I've learned so many lessons that I feel like beginners should know, and I plan on sharing it on my channel, because like it's just so many things I wish I would have knew 2 years ago that, you know, really could have prevented like a lot of different things that happen with brands, with wasting money, with clients, just a lot of different things, a lot of different topics that I could touch on. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next